Hello, hello everyone. I think we're now here. Hello, hello. Welcome in for another little small session. I've had OBS issues again, which is typical. So I'm a little bit stuck on this page here. Anyway, we're here. We have OBS issues every time we stream. OBS has decided it didn't want to register my camera and also decided it didn't want to show this page. But it's all great. Hope everyone's having a good one. Welcome in, Masty, and welcome in, Wild Wasteland. Yo, yo, yo. I hope you all are keeping well. So I know it's quite a late stream, so I doubt we're going to get through that much today. But I thought, hey, we're here. We're here. We'll see how far we get. So I am now really stuck because I can see it's not. I can see if I can rearrange it. But you know, just like OBS, how have you decided to not work? It's not my life really. That's why I was just talking anyway. This is true. We can just have like who know, a nice chill stream. I'm going to leave that box there. I mean, I've been playing around with it for over must be like half an hour. I'm not kidding. Yo, Reaper, boop, welcome in. How are you doing? Let's see if I can It's not how it should be, because that means if I click off, for example, if I go here, you'll see my Twitch page, which we don't really want. I don't quite understand what OBS is doing or playing at, but does anybody ever know? Because the window capture does not exist, the one that I was using. So we're just going to have to play ball, and it's going to disappear off the screen. That just means I can't look at any other point on my laptop, and I must remember that. So, yeah. I hope everyone is keeping well. Window capture 2. So it is going to be disappearing off. But we'll just have to wing it because, you know, you're just like, oh, I've just played around with this. Why is this doing this? But it is. It's one of them things. And I thought I can't be bothered to rearrange. I'll try to take a picture and then I can be like, yeah, this should then fit in the screen. Oh, I can't roll forward. Crap in the way. It clearly didn't work, did it? Hope you're crazy. Just a quick pop and say hi and have fun streaming. No worries, Reaper. I'm doing okay, thank you. I hope you are well. This thing has, there we go. It just falls, so then you can see a black line, which isn't me. It is my screen. Yo, what's welcome in. I hope you're well. Yeah, Reaper was in way before you. Look. I think I left my charger downstairs as well. This is gonna be a fun stream. Lurking ready. So I was a little bit late, but plans didn't go accordingly. So I was a bit like, I'm gonna go live, and then OBS was like, not gonna lie, I almost rage quit when you know what, just don't bother tonight. And I thought I could just build, or we can try and get on with this. But it's been a long day to then be streaming at like almost 10 to 10 at night. My attention span only lasts so long. It's like, yeah, any excuse. Oh, it's just one day OBS I'd like to open stream and everything works. I don't know what's happened. It doesn't usually recognise my camera. Then I switched to my craft screen, and I'm like, but you're registering the same camera there, so the camera is working. And it didn't recognise the window display capture. I was like, what is this? And now it's doing some weird funky thing with it. So we'll see. So it'll be like quite a short stream. I can't check on anything at all, because otherwise you'll see the rest of my screen, and I don't really follow. I mean, there's not much on there apart from Roller Dice, which is there already. My YouTube, Twitch, and my music, but still. I can hide it and then go back. So we'll see. I've got anything here I need to Google on my phone. And my phone charger is not here. Oh wow. Oh well. Oh well indeed. Right, so we can continue on with this story. It might come up a little bit bigger. I tried to edit it. Don't come for me how this little box is edited, because I've literally just spent far too long trying to get it to fit here. So we're going to deal with this how it is, okay? Oh dear, I was just need to send you the picture of the frog compared to another T 45 soldier. They're quite tiny, aren't they? They're tiny little froggies. I'm glad that they have arrived. Can I zoom this in? So where has it gone? Right. So where are we on this? So we are going to have a rebrief reaction, but I also want to show the models. I know I've showed these off before on stream. There's a t-shirt. It's like a bag that keeps on giving. There's my swan. How cool is my sentry bot as well? I was like, I could actually build them on stream. Here's my 2 new models. Yes, we have protect packaging, not complaining, just wanted to struggle opening. At least I put lots of bubble wrap inside as well. So I made sure it didn't break. Make sure it didn't break. Made it more fun, right? Making sure it didn't get ripped and damaged. Swan! Right, so here we are. This is our little quest. I love it. I'm glad that they arrived. Nice, safe and sound, at least. I think you should make the models. This sheet isn't working properly. I've just noticed as well, what is going on here? 7 disappears. I don't understand that one. What does it look like? It's kind of taking a lot of the page, isn't it? But can you see it okay? I'm looking at my phone, like you can see it okay. I have tried to like take this in a bit at the sides as well, but it's just not happening. It's just not happening. I can do that. Hang on, how did we have it? There. Can you read that okay? Not particularly. They might need to wash the resin. Yes, that's one thing that I did learn from very first using the Mephidius models, which are resin. Wash before you paint. Otherwise it all chips off, doesn't it? That better? Tapping a few times in progress. The stuff is missing. It's so weird. I don't know what's going on with it. And somehow they're really tiny. I have no idea what's going on here right now. They're coming up really tiny for some reason. Yo, go for a painting. Welcome in. How are you doing? Yeah, I can see all good. Okay, good. This is where we're at. While she brought you from Prime. With any resin models specifically as well. Because otherwise the paint all chips off. Which is what I've had happen to me, because I didn't know this. Right, when I very first started painting with Mephidius, it wasn't just specifically Mephidius models, it was just the first resin what I was painting happened to be theirs. Right, so where are we? So at the moment, we are here on square 14. So a brief catch up, we were started in the vault and we've gone around our map. So you can see even where I'm pointing now with the cursor. So we have gone around, this is our map. So we're hunting for Biscuit World, which is the square which you cannot see. A square which is here. We have travelled around from here. So we have come across Professor Fitterroll and a Caesar's salad. And then we've come down. And we went across and we come across, so we come across a couple of settlements as well. So do a quick overview so we can get straight into it today. That was basically it. So we're going to try and find the Bisco company because we like biscuits. I don't know what's happening with our poor NPC stuck in the vault, but he has a biscuit pain threshold. This one is so tragic. I dumped in the waste for all the stealing. Obviously, I cover cigars. I thought that'd be my story. Oh, I did get very excited when I saw I could buy one. Put that cookie down. No. He does look quite fun, doesn't he, to paint? And then I had to have a sentry bot. I'll try tilting it so you don't get them. I'm looking forward to it. So, we're experimenting. Everything to do with this campaign is everything food related, biscuit related. So if you're new and dropping in, or you can catch up on our other YouTube vlogs as well, if you want to call it that. I don't know what you want to call it. Videos, lives, that's what they call it, I think. So, we need to get to Square 12, because from 19, the settlement, so we go through and then you roll to see if it's a settlement or a wasteland, and then who is there. So at number 19, we've come across a Brotherhood of Steel, but they are called the Scout Boys. So Caesar's Salad, our Kaiser's Legion. Think about this, make sure I get it all correct, right? And then there's a radio tower which connects us to 12. So with that, we had there are, what are they? Like super mutants, I believe, and we come up with some names for them at number 19, and they will leave the radio station. So then the Biscuit Boys can be, the Scout Boys could come back to the square as long as we go to number 12 to find the honey drop. Okay. Okay, cool. So number 14. I know we got so far. Here, there we go. We can read it better here. Here, we're here. So we remember what number we're at. It's number 14. So we have done. We've come across. So we've got Red Rocket. So we've got a Red Rocket gas station. We fight Kaiser NCP or Caesar's Salad NCP for holding Child of Arga hostage, as believes they know where their milk cup is. Reward mystery. Reward mystery done. Oh, it's a mystery. Oh, it was the mystery. Oh, I can't remember what our mystery was. This is a really annoying way around it. Unless this is getting really annoying, then we'll just change it. Switch up what we were doing. So then you go down to number 19. Which I realise is not quite. This is locations. I don't understand what's going on, because this should still be the same as we left it. And you can't read that at all. We're having technical issues tonight on here, I tell you. Even I can't even read. I'm going to do it the old school way. I don't understand what's happening here. Why is it zooming out and then I'm trying to zoom in to read it because I can't even read it. Let's get in. Otherwise we're going to keep going. Right, this is the best way that I can read it. It's literally getting close. I kind of feel like just building something right now instead. Oh, are we all feeling that way? Because technology is not working out tonight. So number 19, where we were. You can't. Oh, you can kind of read. You just can't read the other side. Brilliant. So it's a Brotherhood Steel settlement, basically. It's the Scout Boys. There is a radio tower there, overgrown. So you roll for all of this, which is in this information, or you can also make up with it yourself. So it's overgrown, so there are no more Scout Boys because they have been overrun by, I believe it was jelly mutants. That was what it was. And also a battle to find trace of existence. Oh, okay. This is different. By jelly mutants. So the jelly mutants, for example, we have the jelly mutant breed. So it's all kind of like super mutants. The suicide round campfire, jelly bean dog attack. Sugar grip is a super sledge, not a sewer sledge. Right. Just crazy giving up with technology tonight. Candy Crush perk. So quest, mutants turn feral. These mutants are still peaceful but are slowly turning feral. They could send you on a quest to find the treatment. Do it. Find the honey drop, square 12. Their home, but must have faded from Bisco. Reward, travel through without hostilities. When gaining the reward, roll 194 or page 194, table plus 10. So by that means Oh, we got the radiator missile launcher, so we got enough missile launchers. So now we're gonna get, because we're like, what we're gonna find. Upon finding the treatment settlement moves elsewhere, and the boss retake it. So that's the idea. In a nutshell. So then we have to move on to number 13, basically. So we'll come up with it. We'll see how easy this is to do. So it might be a very short stream if this is not going to play right. So you can see all like the different kind of templates and things. It is a really good fun sort of way. So even if we just make it to 12, I'd be really happy with 13. It could be a very short stream at this rate. Right, where are we going? This is all about consequences. When you come across someone, is it? I can't remember which way this is now. It's been over a week because I wasn't here last week. Because this time last week I was away. Traveling your story. Is it this one you have to make? Yes, it is. So we picked a location. Square 13. Yo Gecko, welcome in. I hope you are keeping well. So number 13. So then we need to roll to see if this is a settlement or wasteland. Well, spend one spy to travel. If you cannot lose 2 HP, then travel. We haven't been doing any of that because I don't know what that means. So we kind of just we're learning as we go. And then I have been requested by Mephidius as well to do some how to play videos because they were like, "Oh, are you doing?" I was like, "I have got a." It's sort of like a playlist. Like, have you got a playlist on how to do it? I said, I was like, it's just my like when I've been live. So I'll be doing some little videos on how to play it at some point, and they said then they'll showcase them. So I was like, oh, thank you. I was like, thank you very much. So we need to roll. Let's just see how this works. This is going to keep on the same screen. I hope so. So we got 14. Which will determine either a wasteland or a considered wasteland. So 159. So we haven't had one of these before. Wasteland 114, page 114 is from, oh, that's when you go to location generator. So 110, so we've got 114. So 1114, if there are no other settlements within 2 locations, this is a settlement within 2 locations. So you kind of got 14 and 15. So we are going to be our wasteland. We need a bit more practice, no offense. We just keep having difficulty with the rules. I'm literally just going into this blind and like we literally just picked this up and gone, how easy is it to play just straight off the bat? But I said they've asked me to do it and I was like, yeah. So it'd be quite like easier bits. So I'll be like, how to create, like, break it down in sections at least. What am I doing with Wasteland? But yes, it's like I haven't read the entire book, which doesn't help. But I'm just kind of going. It says you can just pick it up and play, so this is kind of like what we're trying. Not really quite working. Okay, cool. No place wasteland. No 2 places in the wasteland are quite alike. So icons. Icons are landmark places within a location that are iconic in one way or another. The type of place that others would use to note the location apart from another. So, once you determine the location in wasteland settlement, roll a d20 to generate an icon. 12. Once you have noted the icon on the map location, you create a truth. So we go to page 159. So this bit is quite fun and quite easy. It's just the rest of it going. What's that? How do you move about? Well, we got a 12. So we've got another playground park. Okay, well, it's a little bit different to what we've had. So we've got another playground park, which we have when we first left the wasteland. Park. So location truth. Once an icon is generated, it's time to generate truth about the location as mentioned earlier in this book. A truth is a definable fact about the location you are creating, something that will affect everyone who travels or lives within it. Another park. Another park. Yes, another park. Maybe this one could be slightly. What have we got? So we had one wasteland play park. So when we come out, and we kind of said there was like them discarded. If I can remember from memory, what did we call them? Or like sort of Fallout themed things you can ride on and that. And then we have the Caesar Salad Settlement. We have a Brotherhood of Steel / Cowboy Cookie Quarry Settlement. The Baking Rages with the Bakertron. 19 is with the Jelly Mutants. Wasteland Derelict Donut Diner. There's another park. We could try and make. Maybe this could be like. Instead of like a play park, this could be like a green. Or used to be a greenery park, maybe. Define the location. Okay, right. Depending on whether the location is a wasteland settlement, roll a d20. Settlement truth. So we have got a wasteland. So we go to page 160. And then we roll. We got a 16. We're rolling high tonight. Wasteland. 16. Littered. Oh, here we go. Skeletons, wreckages, and rusting vehicles choke the streets. Peanut Park with a little pond where you eat scones. I like that. So we could say that, and then we can link it. So we don't have to link it with any of these. You can make it up. I like the Peanut Park with a little pond where you eat scones. The water is now like really radioactive, but it can be littered with just like resting vehicles, you know, because you drive to the venue. Oh, this is good. So now we can go down to number. Oh, I've got to put here so we know we're here. Oh, we felt 13. Locations. Oh, it's gonna be. Oh no, we're gonna be on this side. This is great. Should I put Picnic Park? We can come up with a name. So it's a wasteland. A picnic park with a little pond where you eat scones. I like this idea. And it's quite littered. You could maybe say like littered with like picnic stuff, or like, you know how you get them mouldy food plates. That kind of thing. The water is like radiated. There's just abandoned cars because you have to drive there. But it's a nice like little green area. Yeah, nice little green area. This sounds good. Once you've rolled to generate the truth indication, apply it to the true section of your location on the map tab, and it's time to flesh it out. So this is when we give it like the detail like that. But we're quite good at this. So this is like what you see. What is there? So that's the settlement and a wasteland. Is like what is left to see. You can have a faction. Do we want to have a faction? You don't have to have a faction with everything. So we could always just leave it as this is just a scenic area that anybody could go to, which I think kind of makes sense. So what was the last one that we went to? Oh yeah, fight empty for holding. Okay, so that's what we've done. So we've already... Did we? I don't believe we had the fight. Oh, no, we did. We got... Well, we done it. We done it. We got the weapon. That's the area that I do need to look into to make sure I'm doing it correct. So it still doesn't feel like it's correct. You know, when you just need to like to look at it, I'm thinking, do the little videos. That may help me to know how to play properly. So we're all here for fun, just to get so many squares done. So I'm quite happy to say to leave it as just like a little... travel throughs. There isn't like any NPC, so you can make for every single square you can have an NPC. You could then have an enemy NPC and you could be sent on quests, but sometimes you don't need to, so you can have like filler in kind of gaps. So I kind of feel like, yeah, there's not much, like a little scavenge bit. I mean, we could also, I remember seeing something that you can look around and see what is there. Where is it? If we wanted to like get some supplies, because we all know when you're playing Fallout, you scavenge. Now where is it? Supplies. I don't think this is quite what. Supplies. A small amount has been abandoned and picked clean. Bearing a small dose of something scammy you find square in the centre of town. So we can either do that, so then we roll to find what becomes, or you get oh, I can't think what it is. Oh, we also leveled up slightly as well. I mean, we could do that, so a wasteland encounter. Because technically then we are kind of sticking to the story. Should do that, so chem. So supplies, so we can then pick up some supplies from here. We're just going to have a look. I mean, there's chems. I saw there's a food table somewhere. Because as you would turn in, you'd hope that you would pick up some food, right? Oddies, is it that? Scrap. I feel like the chems are a bit like... Where did you find the chems? 172. Like, more like junk. Oh, here we go. More like supplies instead of chems. Because surely if you're sat at a park like that, you're not going to just be like a whole bunch of chems. So surely you're going to need more... I'm thinking more of supplies. So it could be Nuka Quantum. It could be Yao Ribs. Oh, Crown the Dragon! Welcome in! Oh no, I'll have to... Video games, welcome in. How are you? Oh no, we're at the bottom. We're having a slight technical issue, so please bear with. Please bear with. I will just, if I switch to here, I can then give you a proper shout out. Thank you, Crown. What were you doing? I hope you are well. Let me shout you out properly. Crown the Dragon. Oh, Fallout 4, nice, nice. What are you doing? Oh yeah, I have a ground wee time nevertheless. Welcome in everyone. Thank you so much for the raid. So my name is Crazy MCR Angel. So we are actually doing the oh, you can't see that because the camera is not on there. The Fallout Solo RPG game. So it is we're learning as we're going. So it is a bit all over the show. I have been asked to do some little videos on how to actually play it as well. Fallout for Fallout makes perfect sense. Fallout for Fallout, fantastic. Thank you so much for the raid. Thank you so much. So I am a Fallout cosplayer, content creator, but I also paint Warhammer minis as well. And I have got a couple of the Mephidius ones. Because we're having technical issues, I kind of have to switch screens. Here we go. So for example, at UKGE, I picked up Swan. He's a big chunky box, and a Sentry Bot as well, which I love because I've got the Funko Pop of that one. So we also do minis. I have got a couple of like Warhammer bits here. I have got Pseudochrome on each bite there if you're wondering why I have bits there. As a Krieg, but I have also got the Mysterious Stranger. Well, welcome in, welcome in. So, we kind of, at the moment, we have come across a Ponder Park. So we're in number 13. Bear with us because OBS was just having a massive hissy fit. So I had a slightly better setup square box with how to, that bit down there, how to play that way. Like our little map box. So this is a map, this one. So we're at number 13. So you can go along and you can roll. So it's pretty much kind of like D&D's, the solo RPG game from Mephidius. So come across a playground / park. Now I'm saying there's wait, I have to zoom in like this. Abandoned cars. Did you know it's like a nice little picnic area? There might be like a little lake, you know, a little pond where you can eat scones because everything on our campaign is food related. So we're trying to head to Biscuit World with Mr. oh, what was his name? Kipling. McVitie. Kipling or something like that. I got blank what his name is now. The corporate of or owner of Bisco. Van der Beek, the biscuit creation kit. I always forget what the E means. I always do. So this is sort of the story that we're kind of doing. Yeah. So there's like the Wasteland Picnic Park with a little pond where you can eat scones, little old wrappers, mouldy food plates like you do in Fallout 76. What was irradiated? If you're wondering what that was, it's my neighbours in their tiny little house have now got all the children there. I don't think that's what they're at. So it's like exceedingly loud. Abandoned cars. Why can't I spell abandoned? It's not going to correct me. Abandoned. That does not look right. Okay. Mr. Robert McKipling. That's it, Robert McKipling. That's it. Thank you. Of Bisco. Thank you. Thank you. Quickly dive into the old look. I love the vault suit. But good God. I'm warm. No worries to the ground. Do what you need to do. Go and relax, chill, take the vault suit off. I'm not. I've only got half on, I must admit, tonight. But go chill. Thank you so much for coming in with the raid. Oh my God, I can't actually move this. So now you can't see it now. Why have we gone in the middle? Slightly irritate me. Technology issues. So I'm saying, like, when we go into like a little park, you know, when you go into any like picnic area, like say in 76 or 4, you kind of rummage around. So I think instead of chems that you're going to find, surely you're going to find supplies, because then that's more like Deathclaw omelette. I think that's more likely. Or you can pick up oddities. So we can either go for supplies or we can go for oddities. So oddities, I've got like a note, holotape, key, radio, silver cigarette case, pre-war vinyl. But I think if anything, the supply at like a picnic place would make more sense, because you can make this up how you want. So there's no NPC, there's no enemy NPC, but we're going to scavenge, which you can do. So I think we need to roll. This is also how you can generate stuff. How does one wear half a vault suit? No, because my new vault suit has got a top and a bottom. That's why. So it's not a whole complete vault suit. So it's like a 2-piece vault suit. It does kind of feel a bit cheaty when you say vault. I literally just rolled the 16. I press go and we've got 16 again. So we can either keep it or do you want me to roll? So 16 is pork and beans. Or we can roll again. But I did roll. And it come up with pork and beans. So I can just say that we can keep one of them. Now what did I say? I saw it somewhere. I mean, we could pick up just a can of pork and beans. We could do that. It was on the wasteland bit, wasn't it? I think just a tin of pork and beans. Where is it? It's on one of these encounters here. Supplies. Dose of gem. Find a square in the center of town. So you just find a single dose. Okay, so we have found pork and beans. We have found a tin of pork and beans. So I don't quite know where else to put this. So we've been putting it like pork and beans. We'll put pork and beans in here. I know it says gear. This is where it's bears beans. This is where it's going. So we have just look, there's nothing else there. So we're going to take the hit off. I can probably walk up for like that, but crazy new for like camera confirmed. I have got some leggings on underneath. Hate to burst your bubble there, but yeah. I thought I could put the actual like my one on that I've made, but I've gone half and half. Half and half. Half vault suit, half not vault suit. So I feel like we just need like an easy square, because we have come across various like NPCs in every single square. So just having like just this nice like sort of restful, you can imagine that you're there and they say you don't want to go swimming in the water because it's really irradiated, unless obviously you've got the perk on, that kind of thing. I have returned. Welcome back, crowd. Welcome back. So as you may see, the no squares. So these are, you have to put in, I believe it's 5 without looking. Squares that basically you just square off. So you have to go around your map to your final destination, which is Biscuit World for us. So these are like, you can't pass through them. So it could be like there's a massive rock face against you, so if you can only go left, right, up, down. So we can't go down for number 13 because this is like a massive rock face. The only way through it is a tunnel, but the tunnel is collapsed, so you have to go around it. That's kind of what the no squares are about. So we are going to go across to number 12. We have a no square. We have a no square. We have no squares. Right, so from number 12, so we can do that all again. So whatever happens from number 12, we have rolled this from the box number 19, that we have to go and find honey drop for 19, so then we then have to take it back. So the thing is, then what you have to do is then you have to travel through to go back. Or as we kind of fast tracking is we can walk through and go back. Or we've also decided as well what we do is we just fill in the squares, because you can load up your quests and then you can just move on. So we're kind of just as we're exploring at the same time, if that makes sense. There's two ways we've sort of like been looking doing things. So for number 12, so then again we need to do that all again. I believe that is a settlement. Wait, how do you find out? Oh, it's a wasteland. Again. Why? I clicked up there. Okay. I don't understand this. Okay, so we're going to roll again. So we've got another settlement. So in a settlement, a wasteland, sorry, wasteland. We're trying to generate a wasteland encounter. So we go to 164. I was thinking, hang on a minute, we've like missed a massive bit here. Because we need to determine what we're going for, don't we? Pick a location. Here we go. So we're going to cross wasteland. This is what we've got. So we get the truce. So we need to see the generate truce icon. Just so you're trying to generate inhabitants page 159. So then we're going to do icon generator. Forgot there's a full tabletop RPG. Looks neat. There is. So they have like Wasteland Warfare, which is all like tabletop minis, or this is their new solo version, solo book. You can also buy it as a PDF as well. Looks neat. It is quite fun to go through. I mean, it is taking a long time because we are learning as we are going, so we're missing a lot out. But we're just sort of like rolling with it, rolling with it. Now once we do it, we might start again and really stick to. So we're really kind of having a massive detour to everything that's in here. So you can stick to everything in this. I thought we're just gonna have a little bit of fun with this to begin with, and then we can always start again, but do it like word for word, if that makes sense. So let's just roll. 17. Red Rocket, we've already got a Red Rocket station. 3. Restaurant, we've already got a diner nearby. I'm just going to try and generate something different. So I have rolled Radio Tower. But bearing in mind, number 16, we've got a radio signal from the quarry. Number 19, which links to number 12, so where we're at, which you can't see because technology is just not happening tonight. So number 19 is there is a radio tower already from the Brotherhood of Steel, which is the Scout Boys. but we need to go to number 12. So I mean, I can roll again or we can keep it, but the fact is, like, I didn't really fancy having another red rocket place and another diner, because number 14, which is here, we're trying to get the square to flash. Number 14 is the red rocket and number 18 is the Drumlin diner, so we could keep it as a radio tower. So kind of think 19 and 12 are kind of like linking up. Or what else do we get? Junkyard. Are we wanting number 12 to be a radio tower or a junkyard? We don't have a junkyard yet. And that kind of sounds like the jelly mutants, which are the super mutants, would actually live in more. Because why would they go to a radio tower? Should we do junkyard? No, junkie? What? Junk. Oh, huh. Junkyard. So then we can go down to number 12. It's just so janky tonight. Junkyard, so it is a wasteland. Junkyard. Okay. And again we go to icons. $159. Oh, which I've already done. Right, yeah, okay. Wasteland Truth. So go to 160. We could keep number 13 because we have rolled. So echoing. Every sound carries too far, making whispers feel like shouts. I mean, you could kind of do that. It just works. It just works, right? It just works. Somehow, it just works. This is true. This is the way. This is true. I don't know, you can't see that screen, but I can't even shunt it across because it's just technology not really working. So no. So we could, where are we? Where am I looking at? We are keeping echoing. Every sound carries too far, making whispers feel like shouts. You could kind of see that in the junkyard because it's just going to have like bits scattered everywhere. Are we liking that? So we're going to then put I'll just put sounds vibrate because I won't know what that means. Carry. That makes sense for the amount of like stuff that will be there. Okay, and then we go to flesh it out. So this is when you have complete free reign on how you want to describe what it looks like. So you can go into as much depth as you like, or you don't have to go into much depth. I mean, it's a junkyard. It's not much. I mean, you could say like what exactly there is. I'm kind of just picturing like in I can't think of the somewhere right now in 76 where you have all like the storage containers and you've got piles of like could be tires, fridges, that kind of thing. I'm kind of imagining it's that. I mean, this is a glorious junkyard next to a fantastic little park. It's just green space, so they're filling in like green space. So from here we can either decide that there is a faction in this junkyard. To be fair, we are trying to then get the, to be fair, we don't actually want to have a faction there because we have the jelly mutants who are, we're trying to do this quest, who will return back to said junkyard once we find the honey something. Find the honey drop for 19. And then when we go back, we'll give it to the jelly mutants and then they return back. So the jelly mutants will actually be there. So then being a quest, we need to see if we're going to be successful in finding. Which I'm not quite sure how we can actually work this in. Because we have strayed a bit from like the story in the past, but it's quite fun, really. So we could do... Let me have a look. Oh, there's creature stats then. So this is like all your perks that you can get. Quest, side quest, I guess. Quest. When being offered a side quest, the most often asked question is, "What is it for me?" First steps. The quest creation answers immediately. To do so, roll a d20 to determine your offered reward. Well, I guess the reward is that they'll leave. I mean, we can do that. We can do like what our reward will be when we do the quest, which I don't think we have done. Requires you to kill, fetch, to deliver something. This is the location which you must kill, fetch, to deliver something. Right, there we go. If your quest requires you to find something out or gather information, this location may have a clue that will help you find what you need. If the quest involves a certain faction, outpost, or simple, perhaps the quest giver has travelled to this location and you will need to collect a reward from here. Note that while visiting the related location is often a simple way of resolving a quest, it may not be the only way. If during your travels you feel that you're able to take the complete side quest action, you should do so even if you have not visited a related location. Once your side quest arrived at goal related location, you are ready to head into West. Complete it. So we don't actually have a goal for it if we do it. It's just the fact is they will leave. So we can always see the goal. So 194, I believe it was. Reward. We don't know what we're going to get from. This can be coming from. Also Brotherhood of Steel, the Scout Boys. Curate reward, 17. Supplies. Oh, so we get a double roll. So reward. So we get supplies. So 167, then we have to go to 167. Quantity, so then you have to roll for quantity. That's how I reward my friends and family as I leave. Oh, I mean, so this is the thing, we can claim that we found it, but we'll do it this way. 12, we get 4. Wow, they really want this back. They really want this back. So we're trying to get rid of the jelly beans, so the Scout Boys. I keep thinking of the biscuit stuffing, so we got 4. Of supplies is 172. So we're going to get 4. Go to 9. 4. That's not 179, is it? What? 174? That doesn't sound right. Plasma pistols. Hang on, crazy. What are you doing here? $194. 172. That makes more sense. A bit like 4 plasma pistols. Who's going to get one of them? 9. Menex. An opioid-based painkiller that turns off the brain's ability to perceive pain for a time. Value is 2. So we're going to get 4 Menexes. Nice. Okay, cool. So, in order to do this, so we are going to scout around. You may find that offered reward doesn't match your mission. No one is going to accept a single stack of cats for hunting down a Deathclaw after all. In those situations, you may either spend a luck point to re-roll the reward or attempt a bar skill test at difficulty 2 to regenerate the terms. I mean, are we happy with the medics? Or should we bar skill test difficulty 2? After you have determined this, note the reward in the quest section of your data tab. I mean, they have got a value of 2 each, so I'm sure at some point we could even sell some. Determine the goal of your objectives. The two-step process. You begin by determining what type of goal you have, followed by the goal specifics. The goal itself should be linked to the person giving it as a side quest you're completing. So, as you're creating the goal, think about why this NPC is giving you the goal. Because I want the honey drop. What they get from it and why they haven't done it themselves. To generate goal, oh, we've kind of already done this. Roll a d20 on goal type. Alright, so we'll just go there anyway. But we've already done our goal. Vengeance, money, family, community information, fame, etc. etc. But our goal is to find this item and then they can return back to this square and then the Biscuit Boys can return. I'll go wrong with the medics. I'd be hard doing this stuff. And it's worth 2, so we do need some caps, right? I've had a description of the goal and a question to ask yourself when creating it. Move to step 3, determine side quest locations. This is one of the side quests. The final step of generate a quest is determine where it is. You say no, okay, we've really done that. Did you say right? Oh, list result on your... Oh, okay. So if you're like, oh, they're going to be somewhere, you would then roll a dice and then they've hidden something and it would be in number 17, which I think is, oh no, 17's there. I was like, I couldn't quite see this big number there, but instead we know we're going to number 13. Now that you know where your goal is, it's time to unlock the goal location together to determine what was the side quest. So complete side quest. You could also buy a behemoth model, but I was like, I want Swan. Side quest. To take this action, you must be able to prove that you have cleared one of your side quests and be in the same location as the quest giver side quest. Okay, well, we've wandered here to find it. Your side quest considered clear if quest giver is alive and non-hostile. The goal of the quest has been resolved. If both are true, you complete this side quest and gain the following. I mean, are we saying it is we've already completed because we've wandered through? We've come to number 13. No, number 12. We've wandered there, so the quest giver is alive and non-hostile. Yeah, because they're quite happy jelly mutants. All I want is this honey drop. And then they will bugger off back to number 12, leaving the radio tower, which belongs to the Brothers of Steel / Biscuit Boys. Everyone's happy. We get some medics. The quest has been resolved. So it's quite simple. We've done it. We're here. We searched it. We found it. If both above are true, you complete the side quest and gain the following: the side quest reward, so we get our 4 medics. An NPC secret about the quest giver and 1 XP. Oh, so then we get, so I'll put it up here, medics. Why did you duplicate twice? So we get 1 XP, because we've not really been keeping count of the XP correctly. And then an NPC secret, so we're going to learn something. Are we saying these are the jelly mutants? I mean, yes, because about the quest givers, so 183. Secret table. Let's find out what they said. 6. Has done everything in accordance with a complex plan. I mean, that sounds quite like a jelly super mutant, doesn't it? They've done everything complex. I mean, they could themselves have done everything in accordance with a complex plan. Their complex plan being they could wander to number 12, but they'll wait for a lonely dweller to come across. And then do all the work for them. So their jelly mutant secret. Secret, I've never typed this right, is basically as it comes significant 183 complex plan. I'll put complex plan. So they have come across a complex plan. So we find the honey drop, and then we're taking it back, and now it is now been taken back over. So it is now been. So we'll just claim this. So we'll. What? Honey drop from number 12. Just like quick and brief. So we might as well go down one. We'll go to 17. We'll start the process again. So done. We found out our little secret. So 17. That sounds like that should then be a settlement. Next one over. Next one over. Previous one. This is unexplored. If I want to travel, if you cannot do it, then travel to select location, determine inhabitants when you. So you cannot. So we haven't been doing any of that. We're just kind of just going along and just building our wasteland. Determined. Right. Use a roll you want to generate. Let's just do that. Just making sure we're on the head with things. So 17. I believe it's going to be a settlement. Oh, here we go. This is something a bit different. 17. If there are no other adjacent settlements, this is a settlement. Otherwise, it's a wasteland. There are no settlements because we've gone down. There's an owner square and a wasteland. Lurking in out before I go live. Welcome in, the Arizona dude. No worries at all. I hope you have a good rest before. I hope you have a good start to your stream. I have to do this way. I'm so tired. I mean, I have been. Oh, access 9 is hard to do. I'm going to shout when it determines it's going to work. Or having to come off the screen because we're having technical issues. Yeah. It wouldn't be a stream without, would it? Otherwise, I click off this screen, it would then show my monitor screen. Right, so we have got a definite settlement. I feel like we need to have some like NPCs or something in here. If a settlement is generated, note that like in the map tab, which we have done, and then if you select to generate a faction, page 217, let's control that settlement and progress to generate icons and truth. So 217. So then we need to roll. Number 1, well, super mutants. Well, we've already had jelly mutants and they're on the wasteland, so I think we need to the wasteland which is just above us. So we need to roll again. Rust Devils. Okay, we could have some Rust Devils, just because otherwise we've got Super Mutants just right above, and no. Rust Devils. What can we call them? We could call them the Crust Devils. Alright, so that's not, we're keeping on bread theme. So we have the Crust Devils settlement. Sounds good, sounds good. So it's a settlement. And then we need to generate icon and truth. Once you determine the location and waste and settlement, roll a d20 to generate an icon. So we go back to 159. There's a lot to and throwing this. Museum Church. Okay, what comes straight to mind is like in the 76, which one are they? Are they cultists? They're kind of taking over a church, so I can kind of see the Rust Devils have taken over a building. That sounds quite good, right? Museum or church. I think they've taken over church. Just to be a bit different. Location truth. So we roll again. Almost vertical living. People stack homes on top of each other, creating precarious walkways. Okay, you can kind of see that as well. So they say they've got like the church in the middle and they kind of built settlements up and around it. Or even like if you go to like the cultist camps well, in the church, and they've kind of have got quite dodgy, what do you call it, footholds? I don't know what you want to call it, going up into the church. So yeah, this is quite amazing how you can actually like make it link in as well. So the truth. Oh, hiccup. That caught me off guard there. So the truth, vertical living. Vertical living. So that's when they are stack homes. Creating precarious walkways. We'll put that so it's shorthand. You can kind of imagine it. My stream was very behind. Oh no! Sometimes it needs a refresh. I know sometimes on my ones I do have to keep refreshing it. But that must be different. See, technology, it's failing me today. It's making everything not work. Okay, cool. Now we need to flesh this out. So in my mind, so this is like your settlement things. What you can see, so are there any monuments visible? What defences are there? What the people are like there? So we've got the Crust Devils. The Crust Devils, because I think that's a good name. Not the Rust Devils. The Crust Devils. So there's a church we rolled, and there is like a church, and there's a museum or church. I think the church would make it kind of a bit more eerie. So, and against this church, they've got all their houses stacked up with precarious walkways. That is the description of that. So it's kind of like a hustle and a bustle. I can just imagine it like a radar camp, but with Rust Devils instead. And once you're finishing fleshing out the details of your location, all of those notes have been entered into your map tab. Put in a journal. It's time to see what's waiting for you end of the journey and generate an encounter. I think we need to make an encounter. Feels like it's a good place where we need to be. So encounter. I don't know how to read all of that or not, but as much as Fallout is a story about the open wasteland, it's also a story about those who call it home. The men, women, beasts, mutants, and other things strange, there's still that walk is expanse. When people meet for the first time in the wasteland, it's rarely a dull experience. Often bullets and blood are traded far more eagerly than words, but on occasion caps, goods, swaps, hands, and people part ways, etc, etc. Church difficulty would be good if it was tech museum. I mean, we can change it to a tech museum while I'm thinking church. I know I'm kind of like in my head thinking about like 76 cultists generally like in church, but I'm just thinking, has that spooky eerie vibe? A good vibe, right? Casualty and charts meetings, poor timings, and luck bringing one party in contact with another. Your one encounter is a rich opportunity to expand your narrative in an interesting way. Some results will ask you to generate NPCs, items, or other things, whereas other results will only give a description of what you encounter, but all will come with a single question. The question is the jumping off point for your story telling. So once you've rolled up the encounter, note it in your journal. Answer the question posed before you move to the next step. You can do a lot of cool iconography with the machines in the church. So I feel that sounds, it does feel like, I mean, we'll stick to the church. It seems a lot better, doesn't it? Creating an encounter. Generating an encounter is a quick process intended to give you the groundwork to expand on and decide your own reasons for the encounter occurring. During encounter, do one of the following. So we have got a settlement. Roll a d20. Generate. So we've got 13. Page 162. Clue. Ooh, we have a clue. Choose a side quest you have yet to complete. There is something related to that side quest here, from the item you're searching for to another NPC with similar goals. How does this forge your goals? Does it? Ooh, okay. Do we have any quests that are open? That one was shut down. We returned this. Done. That links to that one, so this one is now done. Okay. What? I don't understand why it's doing that. I'll put done. Okay, so that sounds quite handy. So we've got, but we don't have any other side quests that are currently open. So I can either go across one. A cough can be heard from the side of the street. How did I get cigarette items? Oh, I mean that works. Should I roll again, as we do not actually have any open? Because 13 was just like a blank square. And we have done number 12 and they've returned. Sure, again. 13, that clue one sounds quite handy when it comes out. 3. Friendly face. Someone in the settlement recognizes you. If the settlement doesn't have an NPC, then generate an NPC. Otherwise, choose a random NPC to be visiting. Okay. Friendly face? I mean, that sounds like maybe that's what we should go for. Okay. So we need to generate an NPC. 177. Generating foes and NPCs. What do they want? Okay, so we're going to generate an NPC here. Let me see, on each present table in the following order. Generate a faction. Well, are we... I suppose they could be a Rust Devil. 14. 217. Random faction table. 14. We've got Caesar salad. The rest of... Wow, maybe we can link this into some other Caesar salads that we have met. Is a friendly face. Is a friendly Caesar salad. I need to come up with their name. 178. Ah, what I love about coming up with this as well. So you have got feminine names, masculine names. So they say instead of rolling, close your eyes and point a random name presented here. So you can just go, or surnames, so you can just make one up. What are we going to call this one? Called... We've had Professor Fitterroll. It's got to go something like that, right? So we could go like Claire. For what goes with it? I don't cook Victoria sponge, but as there is Caesar salad. Maybe not. Or maybe that could be a pun because there is Caesar salad, but they're called like Victoria sponge. Called Victoria. Could be the case. Don't actually have one on here. So you would just go like this, apart from you know whether male and female are. Holly, I think it's got to be something like... You know, it just goes absolutely like blank. Thinking of names that could be relating to like a food or cake or something. I feel like... Oh, that's a Queen Victoria return their grave to research it anywhere near leafy greens. Yeah, maybe we shouldn't put her as that. Ella Claire is good. Eclair, make her French too. Ella Claire. Ella Claire. Ella Claire? Eclair. Ella Claire. I like that. Ella Claire. I can't drink out because otherwise it will take up my stream. So she's French. So we got... There we go. I think it has to be fitting, right? Age. We're going to roll her age. I like that. I just want Eclair. We've had Professor Fitterroll. Eclair sounds like a Spanish saying. The Eclair. The Eclair. Eclair. 15. Okay, so she's kind of like middle-aged. Okay. Okay, apparently so. She's well travelled. Oh, this should go in our other section. NPC. 17. Anna Claire. She's French, middle-aged. When they even better, I didn't realise. But her demeanour is paranoid. Oh, we have to go paranoid and we have to roll. Paranoid. So you have to roll to see what one you get. So we go down to 17 and you have to roll again to see if odd or even. So she's a bit paranoid is Mr. Claire. Maybe with a name like Ella Eclair, she's a bit worried, being a Caesar salad person. Distinctive feature. Named weapon. Oh! Roll 2. Roll twice. Named weapon. Unarmed and unarmored. This doesn't make sense here. Roll 1 and then we'll roll 2. She has shaved sides and a thick brown mohawk. Slava chocolate sauce. Yes! Where are we going? I can see that. I can see that. Maybe she's paranoid about that. So she's got... Not paranoid about that, thinking paranoid about being... she's a leafy green girl, but with a name like hers. I don't know if it's typing right. If you bloody mess this, she's full of squirt equipment. It goes everywhere. She just got like... It comes straight out, right? I think Phoenix died here. She's got a named weapon and unarmed and unarmored. I think we might need to roll that one again. So you have 2 traits. 17. Wild-eyed. Oh, she has a potted plant. They can have a potted plant. If I do that again. Pat Brahman. So she has a named weapon. And is wild-eyed. She's had too much sugar. It's not typing, is it? No. This is how you have to write it. It's annoying. Too much sugar. Sounds good. Presuming then we need to go to like her profession. I was reading it said if you're rolling NPC as part of an encounter that dictates their profession, skip a step. Nope. She's a cook. I mean, of course you have to be. In this map, of course you have to be. Oh, I did a capital C and I didn't mean to do that. I'll go back to square one. And we have to roll for a secret. A secret has information or faction that could change everything. That's another faction. What are we, number 11? That. Go to change. Everything. That sounds quite. Oh, then we've got to find her truth. Pacifist. They don't believe in violence but will defend themselves absolutely necessary. I mean, she'd be quite squishy, wouldn't she, being an Eclair? What? Oh my god. Non-violent. With an unnamed weapon. Doesn't look like I spelled that right, but oh well. Will defend self. Okay. So she's interesting, she's there. Should we generate a quest from her? Ah, upon meeting, you gain 1 XP. Okay, now you can hopefully see. There we go. So dangerous PC, preparing to take action. I'm thinking about what her quest could be. Something like baking related. Oh, this is then how you go further. So, protect your stats. Random faction, injury, escape. Session food. Tourist's dream. Thank you, Wild Wasteland. I hope you have a good rest of your day as well. Evening, I should say. Money, family, generate reward, goals. Distinct features. This is to come back in here. Goals. Something important was stolen from you. I want it back. Should we roll and see what she's gonna get? We'll just gotta put it on here. I'll pay good caps to know the whereabouts of my rival along with their schedule, and don't let anyone catch you. That sounds quite exciting, so then we go down to quest. What do you call it? Krusty Caesar salad. We've got 19. I'll pay good caps to know the whereabouts of my rival along with their schedule. What is this one? Oh, I see. Gold type. May need to. I missed a step. 8. So we go down to here. Love. Ah. 2 out of 4. This is their love of cake. You see. Then this is their. Oh, this is not quite quest, but I thought we'll just. Let's see how it reads out. Double 19. Our settlement's under attack. Wait. That doesn't make sense. I'll never love again after. Check my partner. Maybe we'll put that as the thank you. The Crusty Devil could have taken their partner, that's why they're there. We come across them to try and steal them back. Best I could do is hope for revenge. Okay. Location. This is number 17, isn't it? Rewards. So then we're going to generate the reward. What type? Goal blocker. Oh, I got to do 174 as well. The reward is number 9. It's a mystery. Ooh, the NPC is unable to confirm what they can offer you, or the outcome of the quest itself is unknown. While gains reward, roll again on this table, but 10 plus. Okay, so we don't know what we're gonna get. Goal 197. Ah, block a table. Okay, so we can say that the block of this, why they haven't been able to do it, is probably because it's full of crusty devils, and they don't want to like appear to fight them. Split 2 locations. Or the blocker can be literally the fact that you have got some crusty salad people, not crusty people. So that sounds pretty good. So they can't go any further because of that. So from here, so our goal is basically, we don't quite know the reward, but we're going to have to go for the crusty devils. Encounter. So there's different kind of actions that you can take. So we will go in all guns blazing. In this section we outline the various pick a path actions. Skill test. Clear main quest blocker. Okay, we're not quite the main quest. Side quest. Explore. Find supplies. Level up. Meet. Patch up. Rest. Mod. Scavenge. Trade. Or dangerous. Level fair. Safe actions will probably be good. Approach. Put yourself, or the safe action could be approach. Put yourself into a dangerous situation on purpose, or get the jump on foes who have yet to notice you. Will turn a safe situation into a dangerous one. I think something like that. So we go 1, 2, 4. Throw yourself into danger. I must be foe. Wow, the crusty Caesars. I mean, I think they're meant to be friendly. Well, this NPCs meant to be friendly, but the crusty devils. Sneak up, threat. Your next skill test is reduced by 1. The situation becomes dangerous. So I believe, wasn't it like we had to roll? Okay. So we can either sneak up on the threat, greet the threat, or distract a creature. I mean, we could sneak up because then this is quite high. So skill rank plus governing attribute, target number. So to explain, now that you know the goal, solution, and blah blah blah, to make this skill test, to determine the target number, you need to roll under on those dice to generate success. The target number is determined in Wasteland Wanderer by the skill you are using to complete the skill test and is equal to the character's ranks of the skill in question plus the value of their governing attribute. It's a character with survival of 4 and endurance of 9. Have a target number of 13. Not sure determine target number. So that uses Vicar was part of his solution. He checks the target number. Okay, so skill rank, governing attribute. I think how did we come up with this? So isn't it? So our AG would be quite big. Suggested modifiers. I think we had like 11 before. AGI. For us, survival is quite... I mean, it's 5. Survival of 4 and endurance of 9. Do we do the same again? We keep it to be sort of like 11 because it was plus endurance. I think ours was like 11. So we get 1 success. See, this is the bit where I'm just like, oh, does this work? It makes sense, that does make sense. I think you can just choose. Or, to be fair, I'm actually quite tired, so we could always leave it there. So we're just having a chat and then I can try and look into it. Refresh your eyes. So where are we? I need to put that we are here. We've still got quite a few squares to go. But as hopefully we're just going to be like changing it up so then we are getting there very slowly, so it can just be like Wasteland kind of vibe. Survival's got part of just target number. Survival skill is rank 4 on the governing attributes, so their skill rank, or we keep doing it. So there we're determined. So survival is a 4. And the governing attribute, oh no, I've closed the page, was at 9. It's not quite high, is it? So if we go down, that's over. That's over. So we massively failed that. The complication. So it has to be equal to or less. Critical success. Suppose which you can generate. It's just death. Just death. I don't think this person's going to survive. Is a narrative alteration of the situation. The consequence of the test worse than it's a new problem. Okay, I rolled a 3. Which I would introduce one of the potential effective scene. So basically, they're not all happy. But I think to learn like consistently roll like under is actually really quite hard. So we're gonna be here battling out for quite a bit, trying to then like take on the square. But at least at the moment they seem quite friendly, especially the Caesar salad one. So we keep coming across all the Caesar salads. Is that? But if I put it there, we can come back to this and hopefully we can remember what we're doing. Is that we are fighting. Oh, what's her name? What's Sans? Alika's partner. That's what we're doing. Where is the? I can't find this. Should do this automatically, potentially, maybe. I know that's really short and brief. It's that technology is just not happening. I'm just going to go to just chatting so I can then. It's about here, and I'm also very quite tired. Woke up really early. Started working like all day. I'm feeling actually really quite drained. So we're going to. Is that going to save? There we go. So brief, really brief. Oh, we're connecting to chat. There you go. Sending request money. I shall try and do that now. Thank you. I shall pop that on PayPal. I said, or you should be able to send it to me, but I can pop that on. I said, I literally haven't had a chance. So thank you. Otherwise, I would not have remembered to have done that at all. Right. Okay. PayPal. PayPal page is up, and I shall send that. I shall do that. At least we're learning together, right? We're learning together. I've got PayPal up. Oh, bless you. I've got it up. Thank you for reminding me. We can figure this out together, can't we? Crazy. I shall do that once I've finished stream. But thank you. I'm so glad they arrived well. Lesson 2. No. I was sending. I sent Master DM a couple of little figures which are really cute from. Where are we? I forgot we're not on the camera there. Oh, zoom in too much. I'm so tired. I did do a little post of it today. Here we go. I did a little. So. Let me just go to. Alright, we'll just look at Soundstripe for now. Craft! There we go, go to craft! Because otherwise you'll see my screen. So, these just had these cards were just on the table, so I picked them up for you. So I haven't posted because I didn't want, because you saw. So, you've got the Power Armor Froggy. And then a King Froggy. This is from MS Paints. I thought I would put them on so you can see what they're like. They're cute, aren't they? Oh, no worries at all. Anything to help out, because at least it has saved you in the long run, as you said. Otherwise, then you'd have to pay to get there and stuff. So, sorry I had to post it out to you as well. But I was so happy. I said to the guy, I was like, I'm literally going to buy some models from you, and they didn't have the King one on display. And I thought, you know what? So my messenger, they haven't got one, and so I asked, and she was like, yeah, we've got some. I was like, you haven't got them on display. So that was really sweet to actually meet him, and then Hector the Frog as well. Obviously Thought Boy had to have a picture of Hector the Frog. Oh, I'm so pleased. I'm glad they arrived alright. MS Paints Froggos, little Hector the Frog. Oh, very nice. So no, the postcards are like 4x1. It's just so they fit. Okay. Oh, I didn't really pay. I was supposed to say, a bit of a different shape to like the standard 6x. I suppose, yeah, like the normal picture size is like 6x4, if I am mistaken, something like that. So they're quite sort of small. They're on the table, and I was just like, kind of take these. I hope they kind of arrived okay. I know they had swearing on it. I was like, I don't know if you liked them, but they were there and they were like, yeah, happily take them. So I said they were for somebody in my chat who couldn't make it. So yeah, just slightly off so they don't fit photographs. Oh, so they're gonna like fall out. They did. I thought I'll put them in anyway, just in case. Just in case. I thought, you know, some people don't like swearing. I thought, well, I'd rather put them in there and going, oh, I wish I got them. Then you can always be like if you want to keep them or not. So I was, you know, when you're just like, oh, I don't know. I'll put them in. I'll put them in. But I was more than happy to do it for you because I know, you know, otherwise that's a lot of money to then just go to pick them up on a whim to make sure they've actually got it there. But I was so pleased. I was like, have you got... I'm going to ask, have you got the king? Yeah, they look so adorable. They do look so adorable. I'm so pleased. But thank you as well for reminding me. The prompts that I need. Hydrate. I've just seen you hydrate. I did not bring my drink upstairs. So I will PayPal. I will sort PayPal out, request PayPal, and then I shall have a drink when I go downstairs. My drink is downstairs. Unfortunately. Gasp. PayPal a drink. I shall PayPal a drink to you. I shall PayPal and be like, right, this is what I'm doing. Oh, I'm so pleased it arrived. It bloody like passed the parcel. When it arrived. Oh, I'm so pleased. How exciting. So hopefully... Oh, I just see like Deadeye Minis reached 45 stream... I can't even... 45 stream streak. Deadeyes, if you are still there... Deadeye, I should say. Deadeye, if you're still there... My god. How is it some people's are like resetting, but then like Deadeyes is 45? That's crazy. That's amazing. Thank you. I was so stuck I couldn't go off the screen without then you seeing everything. That's mad. Well, hopefully next time we get to see each other. Have they released... I'm presuming they haven't released it yet. The might still only have to... Oh no, it's still got 26. Because technically it's a week, so they've still only got this year's up, so... It's odd. I know if you miss a stream you can watch the VOD clips. Then does that count? Do you think then it kind of then puts it up? It's so strange. 45 is so impressive, but then someone like yourself, didn't you got like reset, didn't you? Down to like 5 or something, and I was like, I know you're one of the very lovely people who come in all the time. So strange. I reckon it's got to be around. Let's have a look. Because weirdly, the friend that I bumped into, her stepsister was at UKG. Didn't even know, and she said next year they're going to try and hopefully they get like even closer. Because they had a holiday place booked, but then it got cancelled. It's like, what? That's scary. You can, so argument's sake, it's gonna be. I want to see what's around it at the time. At this time, I was just sort of looking at sort of Airbnbs near it. To be fair, if you could stay near, you'd probably want to stay that close to the airport, would you? There we go, there's one. Canterbury flat, minutes from airport and NEC, 2 bed, 2 baths. 2 beds. This is for, I'm presuming it's going to be, say, like, the last weekend of May next year. And I put in the extreme of like Thursday to Monday for 2 people. Yeah, I'm back at 18. I was also 5 a few streams ago. So strange. Always late May, early June. So I wonder if it is going to be around, what did I say? Calendar. So the last weekend of May is going to be, it could be the 28th to the 30th, and we've got bank holiday on that Monday. So it could either be the 28th to the 30th next year, or it could be the 4th to the 6th. Around then, I guess. I'm planning the next event already. I was just thought of just having a good nose and see what kind of... There's a 2000... There was a 2000 place and it just isn't. 2003. Wow! Wow! 2,398 plays. Farmhouse at Hampton Hill. 10 guests. 5 bedrooms. 7 beds. 2.5 bathrooms. Oh my, could you fit any more cushions? Why is that sending me? That is... I'm fine. I'm going to show you a picture which is really unnerving me. How many cushions? Why would you have the cushions like that? Why is that really annoying me? Why would you have the cushions like that? Let's see. It looks quite... doesn't... It definitely looks like an old-y farmhouse. It makes no sense. They've got like a change of beds. Like, kind of looks a bit... If you give book a place, I'll have you join you. Sounded like such a good time for what I heard from her. I hate that. Imagine that pillow fight. Can you imagine? It was so good. It's hard to imagine it was a week ago. What a mix in furniture. So you have like old-timey like metal bed frame to normal divan, metal bed frame, the industrial look. It's like a bath. So if there's like, oh for fuck's sake, my internet's so shit. Wow, 2,398. Yep, 10 people can go there. So isn't actually that much around? Oh, this was just quite one bed. That's a lot of money. So it'll be interesting to see what is around, because I know you can also obviously get the hotel that is right there. But the thing is, we had an apartment and it was just so much nicer. Depending on where you actually want to be. But it does require a lot of walking. And it is very hectic and busy. That was just a quick look on Airbnb. Because you know, it took the Airbnb owner forever to do it, then it's just going to be moved and stuff. Exactly. You could just imagine it took them that long to get that. I'm like, I just find that looks really uncomfortable. I think we should, right? Just have like a massive house like that. And there is that controversy of the the NukaCon that everybody in Fallen Britannia had no idea about. It isn't actually it does exist, because Wild Wasteland phoned the venue and was like, is this legit? Because there was concerns it was a scam. I then proceeded to follow them on Instagram, and they have messaged me saying Vault-Tec determines your presence. So I think we're all a bit really confused, because the way that they have advertised it they haven't advertised it. That's why people think it's a con. One minute, we'll make it work. We'll make it work. Crazy floor and you and Gecko cuddling. I mean, I could happily take that. Like, I'll be like, right, massive. There's a sofa. Yeah, it seems legit now. It seemed like nobody has heard of it, and we're all like Fallout people. And how many people are in the? There's over 100, isn't there? Over 100 people in like the thing, the server, and everyone is like, this doesn't seem legit. So it's kind of, I can feel like it's a bit like, oh. But I think, say somebody from that group message saying they think it's a generic sort of like con company. It's not fans that are running it. So I'm a bit dubious of getting a ticket at the moment. I mean, the Instagram, like they said, like we've all found out, like with the NukaCon, great if it's legit and it's real, but the way they've gone about it seems a bit strange. Like no one in the Fallout world knows this existed. A decent amount of time to plan to get some peeps together, to be fair. The £2,000 house, it's just, it does require, I mean there was 87,000 people went this year. 72,000 went last year, and there is a lot of walking. And it's hot, and it's sweaty, which is a decent price between. If you got like 10 people to 2,000, so you are looking what, 200 or so. Oh, that was for Thursday to Monday. I went for their ticket website, but no planned anything. Yeah, I had a look at their website, and it said you can be basically be a vendor. I did look at how much the tickets were. I had a quick look on their website. There's just like not much information, so whoever is part of their marketing and advertisement isn't really doing anything. It's like to quite a distance, sadly, just like Fallen Britannia. See, that's the thing, then trying to get a decent location for everybody. I think it'd be a shame if we can't have it somewhere like even at the NEC and turn it into, or somewhere around there, turn it into like a wasteland, because then you have, as you said, you've got the international airport, you've got Birmingham, which I know isn't easy for everybody to fly into, but at least it's an airport. Well, my light just changed then. Or somewhere like London would have been great, because then you can get all the international people can easily fly in. I think international, they could also be from Scotland. It's only one day too, which compared to American flights is odd. It seems, I don't want to say anything bad, but it just seems very unorganised. I mean, great if they're like in the planning stage, just like what we are. I might see what like Wild Wasteland says if I should message them. I mean, I might message them and just say, hey, I'm part of Fallen Britannia. We had no idea this existed. We are planning a con, and to be honest, we all thought yours was a scam. Because that's true. Do you mean con as in conventional, con as in a con-ized? Well, we all thought it was, it's a con as in a convention. It's called NukaCon. But there was concerns in Fallen Britannia that this is actually a spam. It's not real, but I won't name names, but somebody did actually phone the venue who confirmed it's in their diary. How, if you go to Fallen Britannia Discord page, it's on my Discord to link to the Fallen Britannia in the Fallout server channel bit. They've said that basically it's in the diary, but nothing's actually confirmed. So the venue is aware this is a possibility, but there has been no further development with this. And the fact is, on the Instagram page there is now, I'm presuming now, still 11 people on the Instagram page. They're going to be, talking of the devil, they are going to have a tank. They had 0 posts. Well, they got 1 post. They got 13 followers. I mean, great, because we're like, oh, maybe we can. Yes, on the 14th of November, and that's as Britain's only dedicated Fallout convention. But then, like this, we've got they have got pictures, but this event has not happened before. Apply to volunteers for assisting survivors to supporting special events who run so vital to the success of the convention. 10 till 5. It's in Newark. How much is a ticket without clicking further? So Newark Showground. So I don't know how big that showground is. FAQs. I'm not quite sure how I can FAQs because no one's heard of this before. Early bird tickets are 15 or general admission is 25. For that seems like 25. That seems quite a lot of money for one day. But I think everyone's going to be a little bit reserved because you can't... I did read that the tickets are non-refundable. There is no other information. So you can have an artist stand, dealer stand. Guests to be confirmed. Fair enough, because if it's in November, there's quite a distance between there and then. So you can contact them. This is all on their website. I mean, I know that picture alone isn't Fallout, so they've used one. So maybe these people who are setting it up are actually cosplayers. We don't know, but we all know that this is actually the venue have said yes, this event is actually in the diary. So it is actually in the diary. We have found out it's in the Fallen Britannia bit. It is actually in the diary. Well, it's just like I clapped a few times. For UKG, when I'm saying there's a lot of walking, there is a lot of walking. And not really anywhere to sit down. I mean, you're more than welcome, but it is full on. Not full on London. Oh, there's going to be a convention meet at a location. Let's have a look at Newark Showground. I mean, it's fantastic. It'll be interesting to see who actually goes. Or it's a long way, and for £25 for a ticket, 15 early bird, but you kind of think, oh, if this goes ahead, it's not actually confirmed it's going ahead yet. This is what somebody has phoned, I believe today. They phoned, but they don't actually know the event is actually 100% confirmed yet. So I'm a bit adamant and be like, that would be fun, but I personally won't be buying a ticket yet. Especially because I did read they are non-refundable. That doesn't mean that they may disappear and this event may not happen. But the fact is, like, I mean, we've been talking to, like, I know Fallout London are involved with Fallen Britannia and Mephidius, and people like that haven't said, did you know there's one already? Nobody has heard of this one. So we think it's just like, it might not be, we could be completely wrong, it could be a whole different type of person, Fallout fans, which is fantastic. So we kind of think it'll be really interesting if we can sort of band together. So like I said to Wasteland, it's a bit like, well, in like America we have the Jamboree, then there's the one in like Vegas, so you have these different Fallout meetups, yes, at different locations, and America is slightly bigger than the UK put together. So we might be able to do like both, have different things, so it could be interesting. But also it's like, it's not a day trip for me either. What's it like east of East Midlands? Further it's like 3 hours. I think isn't it like in Beckingham? I'd never even heard of it. And it is over, I think it's like almost 4 hours for me to get to. Wonka's Glasgow Wonderland Fallout Edition. I mean, that's the thing, it'll be really interesting to go to, but because everyone seems a bit, this is a bit sus. I mean, fantastic if it is legit, and if the people are watching, fantastic, but they need to kind of reach out to the Fallout community, if you know what I mean. They don't follow on, they're not, I'm quite glad that they have responded, so I think I might just message them and go, hey, did you know that Fallen Britannia have already been set up to do a convention? can we work alongside you so we can have like 2 events, share information, etc, etc, work together to have, we could have one start the year, one end of the year. Like November, it's quite a, at least they haven't gone for October when some people like myself might be going to America, so it's quite good they haven't got that in October, to be fair. But also if it's the 14th of November, it can be kind of like iffy, can't it? It is very, very new. I think it was made on after Fallen Britain announcements. He thinks that, or some, yeah, we think something. This has only just appeared, and Fallen Britannia has been out longer. But you know, it is very interesting to say this might have been running on in the background. We don't know. It's been kept very quiet. So I think we just need like their organisers to chat to Fallen, like their heads of Fallen Britannia. To that's what we want to then get in. You know. Everyone's quite close when to raise money and prepare for it. That's the thing. So I'm a bit like, I don't fancy. I mean, I love the early bird. I'd pay 15, but I wouldn't pay 25. I'd be the person to be like, I wouldn't pay 25 until I can see what it's like, and then maybe I'll go next year. Because that seems quite, for one day, 10 till 5. Something like UKGE was like 9 till 4, and the Sunday was like 20 quid. 18 quid, so I suppose really it's not so bad, but it is considerably more, isn't it? Are you a scammer? I mean, so it's a bit, it's not overly full out, is it, of a tank? But it's cool they've got a tank. Not gonna lie, I'll be like, I'll turn up in a Creed cosplay. I mean, it's pretty cool. I think I said they're getting some Unicorns member staff into Discord, but yeah, nothing confirmed, and so worry. Yeah, I hope so. Yeah, hopefully they're gonna get them sort of involved and on board, and then work both together to have these amazing events. If you can pay paper, then I feel comfortable buying a ticket. I didn't look that far, I must admit. I didn't look that far. If you can, I'd be interesting if it is really legit though. I don't even know where in the world it is in relation to me. Oh, I think it's I mean, it looks like a huge area. Okay, you're not going to tell me where. It does look a huge area. So it's really exciting. I've put it in my diary, my work diary. Oh, even still, you see, so that is conveniently it's near Nottingham. So Newark Showground. So it is more Midlands. It's not that far from Warhammer World. So for me, it's still like, you still got to say 3 hours. Warhammer World. Just out of curiosity. It is 35 minutes, or 34 or 36, we'll take the medium. 35-minute drive to Warhammer World. So it's kind of selling itself to me that it's there. It's like really close. Newark-on-Trent. My experience with that 21st, I started promoting it for a month or two, including guests before doing that's eventually early bird tickets for next year, not this in a few months. It's strange, isn't it? I mean, this may have been going off the radar for months. We don't know. It's really, well, that's why we all thought it's a scam. Because you know, what's this? Not heard of this before. What is this? Well, people were thinking it's a scam. And then it's just because somebody came into my Discord first and said about it. I thought, I've never heard of it before. Maybe it's an American thing. And then I saw in the Fallen Britannia Wild Waste did a PSA about it. And then I went on Instagram, and then Instagram was showing me an ad for it. I'm like, because you know it all listens, doesn't it? It's past like Derby. It's quite high up, isn't it? It's past, depending on where you're going, really. It's half an hour from Warhammer World, which is in Nottingham. It's northeast from there. The event turns out to be a flop and crazy, be like, Warhammer World, anyone? I'll take the tank, and then we'll drive to Warhammer World. It's by an airfield museum. So this is kind of like, I mean, it's not a bad location judging from Google Maps. And it's going to be quite airfieldy based then. Or I suppose it's actually in the show, on the showground. In the showground? It'll be interesting. And to see who will go to it as well, and what comes of it. Also, this is definitely going to have to be an inside jobby. But I'm quite excited it's half an hour from Wonderworld. Sold. Sold. That looks quite fun. So it is a new and exciting thing that apparently is legit, but isn't 100% confirmed yet, apparently. But I'm thinking, well, it has to be confirmed if they're selling tickets and advertising it, but who knows? But there is a new and exciting thing, but we're all just, yeah, hopefully Fallen Britannia can get on board with, like, the main people can get on board with NukaCon and find out exactly who it is. If it's going to be like a convention brand, it's like some of us have got to take the plunge, right, and do it. I'll be interesting, but I definitely wouldn't. Just being the first one, you know, when you're just like saying, if it was the Fallen Britannia one, and they said like 25 quid for the day, I'd be like, okay, I know the people who are organising it, knowing that they are all Fallout fans, but nobody knows anything about NukaCon, so it's interesting. For that sacrifice I'm willing to make. That is literally how it feels, right? That's literally how it feels. But also, it's good they're not happening in October, but if I am going to America for that one in October, it probably means I'm not going to want to go to Newark and have like an extra like couple of days up there after coming back from America, so it's kind of, it's got to hit the right sort of timing. The NukaCon cosplays look good, does not mean it's actual people and not stolen images. This is true, because it is good, isn't it? But they could be interesting. I wonder if they're the other people who set it up. Maybe they are like cosplayers, but they're just using, but they're not really like Fallout, if you know what I mean. You don't look at it and go, that's an NCR Ranger. That kind of thing. Let's have a look and see. Well, I've Google Lensed it. And nothing has come up about this image. Visual matches? There are no matches, so that's quite interesting. So I mean, that doesn't always mean anything, but that does sound cool, doesn't it? So it'd be really exciting. Really exciting. Going to America. I am potentially going to the, what is it, Good Springs? I think that's what it's called, Good Springs. So that's why also then, like, if that's in October, and then this is on the 14th of November, also then travel and staying, because I cannot do that in a day. I mean, I could, but then drive it, do the whole convention, and drive back in one day is a bit much. This was Mojave Mayhem, West Virginia's West End Jamboree. Whichever one is in October. I don't know which one that is, I just know there's one in October. Because we've just had a Jamboree, haven't we? I don't know where, when, or any other details. So I can't remember. Because I'll go, oh, it's one of them. With a couple of other Fallout people. Very Good Springs. It sounds, I think it is the Good Springs one. Event. That name just seems to be more front and forward. So there is, you see, there is a Mojave Mayhem scheduled for November the 13th to 15th, 26. I mean, the chances of UK people going to it are. So if there is that one in November, Goodsprings. It's not coming up with a date. I'm sure it's October. So already clashes with an event in America. I'm kind of like just going to be led along with this. So I don't know what this one is for. Common nuclear fan events. Maybe it's November. I thought it was October. One of them. So America has 3. Damn, can't even share with us. It's so... That's weird. So there's... That was another one. I'll have to go to one of the America events. Can you imagine? There's... Post 3-day... 3-day post-nuclear celebration. Harvey Mayhem. Yeah. I just want to see the date. Goodsprings, Nevada. Fallout Fest unofficial celebration of Fallout. Okay, this is really driving me mad. This was Goodsprings, that is in November. I don't know. Just wonder, unless it is, it's towards October, November time. It'll be, I'd have to ask who is in charge of the group. Right, Shogun, is that a former RF? Winthrop. Hence why they're going to have like a tank, which is kind of like the idea we were all thinking. But also, that clashes with the American one. But also I can't imagine there's, you know, that many who go to it versus that one. If you do go, let me know if you want to travel, buddy. I will do. Yes, I might be going with Daggers, because I know she said she's flying by herself, so I might be going with Daggers. And then when I saw Daggers at UKG, she said they are looking at, I say her and some other people are looking to get a big Airbnb. So it was gonna, I think it was Vault Nostalgia. I was like, oh my god. Mr. and Mrs. Civil Fallout. I was like, oh my god. I have met them before. And I swear she said Fallout on vinyl. She might not have done, because I think I was just a bit like, sign me up. You know what I mean? But I will see. We should have to check for new place. Yes, I'm gonna be really intrigued. I'll be like, yes, this is really, it's really interesting. I'll be like, oh, and I'm also like, it's only half an hour from Hammer World. And if it's at a former RAF place, if I got a Creed cosplay done, and it's a tank, that'll be interesting. But yeah, watch this space. So I'm sure they'll be updating it in the Fallen Britannia anyway. So it's kind of like, oh, really exciting. Because then I could pretty take my power armor. Because I would like to work on a new cosplay, but that will not be ready by November. That's just it, right? That sounds amazing. It depends if they let me join though. This is all sort of like in talks at the moment, so I think I have to message Daggers, and then Daggers will be like, yeah, because she said you should probably set up like a little group. I'm not entirely sure who else is going, or what the size of the B&B and that. Yeah, bless her, because I was like, I'm not a great flyer, I hate flying, I'm not a very good flyer. And she's like, don't worry about it, nor is she. So I'll be like, great, this is going to be a fun flight. Like she said, we're going to be cooked. I was like, yep. Yep. So, It'd be interesting. I'd love to go. I'd love to really turn out to one of the big American ones in one of my big cosplays, but obviously that is not practical when you're flying, so it will be the two-piece. It will have to be the two-piece and nothing else. And I'll probably, because it's going to be in America, I would get different style boots, because my ones are kind of like halfway up my leg and they're winter boots. I'm going to have to just get some like off Temu or something that I can, or maybe some more like DM kind of style boots, I think, which I can also wear as outfits but not be so big and heavy. We're not going to Geekajay more. Ah, so it was good fun. She just happened to see that from one of my stories, and she was like, "Oh, going to UKGE." And she had on a Black Milk, which is a clothing brand, Elder Scrolls play suit. Yeah, the shorts. Potentially. Might have boots. They might have. They might have. That kind of thing. Or I seen like there's some like military. You can get sort of little ones of like of Temu. So the ones I have got ones away from my Nukatron. I got from a place where I can't think. I think it was Z, not Zavi, because that will make sense. Zalander or something. And they're my big ones that I wear for my power armor. My big chunky 15cm high ones. I got from Temu. So I was like, they do boots. I know they do boots, and they're not too bad. But if you get more military style ones, might be more like or an army surplus or something, they'll probably be more expensive than like somewhere else. So we ought to have watched through space, really. Right, talking about that, I'm going to put my links in the chat, but I also put my Discord. So if you're like wanting to join the Fallen Britannia, you can head to my Fallout section, and the link is there to then join. And I'll leave that tab up. So it's exciting. It is exciting. The fact is as well that they messaged me on Instagram. I was like, they probably did. They do the same to you? So seeing that you can see who's following. So I feel like they're probably messaging everybody. So I might just reach out and see. Right. Should we raid out? Because I'm asleep. So I should be back on Sunday. As I should be back on Sunday. I should be here, or I might be elsewhere and streaming. Probably be here. So watch this space. We may have a con, and it's only half an hour from Warhammer World. This is very exciting. Very exciting. It's like, oh, NukaCon, Warhammer World. So, I mean, two amazing things: Fallout and then Warhammer World. What else does a girl need? What else does a girl need? This is. Oh, I was like, why is it showing me? There's let's have a look. See, yeah. No worries. Right, where are we going? I was going to say no worries at all. I was like, where are we going? We are going to go somewhere. I've done that, Stream Elements. I've done that. Well, you're just tired. Oh, Critic Zombie's online. I didn't think he'd be online because he wasn't sure if he'd be able to be online anymore. Oh my god, we have to go to Zombie. He wasn't sure if he's going to be able to be online. Due to personal circumstances. We are back once again with more Fallout. And he's in the same location. Alright, we're going to go to Zomb. Because last time we raided him, one time in the last 30 days, he wasn't sure if he would have to give up streaming for a while. Yay! Let's go and see Zombie. But thank you everyone for coming in. So I'm just too tired to then concentrate on any more than this. I have got a day off tomorrow. I've got half a day. I'm hanging around in the morning for something to do with work, and then I'm meant to be going out to a barbecue. I think either that's going to get called off or we'll be eating in the house. One of the two. So, long day. And then I'm working again on Sunday. That's yay. So I'm really quite tired. So sorry, not really much engagement with the. But we've got done a couple of. We've got a couple of squares done. So we'll be picking up again on Sunday. I might be building some of the Horus Heresy because King has got his hands on a Horus Heresy box set which I showed on stream on Tuesday. Don't forget PayPal. I have the tab up. Thank you. And two hydrates. Right, I shall 2 hydrates and PayPal. So and he needs it. So on a promise that I build and paint it on stream. So he has got the box set, but like in return, not in return, because that's quite a return. Basically, I have to build some of it on stream because there's a lot of it. So we might be doing that on Sunday, or I might be painting, but we'll see. That made no sense. My brain is too tired. Anyway, let's go see some. I will sort that out. So take care and see you on Sunday.